Hey everyone, so this has been another crazy week in which I was not able to get a video out, and I apologize for that, but I have an interesting, could that make more noise? I have an interesting idea that I want to run by you guys for some comments that should be a lot of fun today. So I have talked in previous videos, I'm sure you've heard me talk about them way too much, but this website called Wait But Why, it's one of my favorite websites. They really deconstruct some really interesting topics. And he posed a question on his website one time that has spurred some really interesting conversations amongst my friends and I. And I wanted to run it by you guys and let you guys have a ball with it because it is a lot of fun. So here is the setup. It's sort of a thought experiment, and there's a lot of different ways to approach it. So I'm interested to hear what you guys are going to do with it. So here's the deal. So the idea is that a witch decides to place a curse on the earth. And what the witch does with this curse is she takes away everything that has ever been made by human beings. Everything. Every stitch of clothing, every road, every computer device that you may have, every piece of paper, everything that has ever been done by human beings is completely wiped away. And the curse will be removed when humanity is able to reproduce the iPhone. So it's basically saying if humanity tomorrow got knocked all the way back to the Stone Ages, how long would it take for us to recreate the iPhone? And there's a lot of things to think about there in terms of what would happen to humanity. A lot of people would say, well, we know how to make an iPhone, but not everybody, there's not any one person that knows how to do everything with the iPhone. And even if there was one person, they wouldn't be able to get all the materials for it. You know, and of course iPhones now are right now are made in China. Well, you couldn't even communicate with people in China because you'd have no way of doing that. There's a lot of different ways to look at this, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because I want to hear what you guys have to say. But that's the thought experiment. How long would it take for humanity to recreate the iPhone if tomorrow we got knocked down to the Stone Ages, woke up without a stitch of clothing on our bodies, no homes, no infrastructure, no nothing whatsoever. We had to recreate everything with the singular goal of getting an iPhone made. What would happen? How would we do that? And how long would it take? I think it's a very fascinating question. And like I said, friends of mine and I over drinks have had a lot of fun with it. And I think you guys will too. So I'm posing it to you. Leave some ideas in the comments, and I will do a video later on highlighting some of the best comments and speaking to it. And I'll talk about what I think the answer is. Of course, I've had plenty of time and conversation to figure that out, so I'm not going to tell you here. But I'm going to let you guys talk about it, and I will get back to it later. And next week I will have a real video up. There was a lot of stuff that came out this week, and I apologize for that. But hope you guys are all doing great. I'm going to get back to what I'm doing. I'm going to let you stew on this, have some fun in the comments, because I think this could be a lot of fun. And I will talk to you guys next time. Love you guys. Take care.